The video that has been circulating on the internet is one of the most disturbing and heartbreaking things one can witness. The beginning of the video depicts a grieving mother trying to put together the pieces of her daughter's mangled body on the side of the road. The sheer trauma of the situation is almost unbearable to watch. The mother is crying out for her child, and her attempts to piece her back together are nothing short of tragic. The video, which was reportedly recorded in India, shows the body of a young girl who was hit by a truck that fled the scene, leaving her body mutilated and dismembered. It is hard to fathom how someone could be so careless as to hit a young child and not stop to help. The girl's mother, who is seen in the video, is left to pick up the pieces of her daughter's lifeless body and try to put her back together. This incident highlights the dangers of reckless driving and the devastating consequences it can have. The girl's death was preventable, and it is tragic to think that it could have been avoided if the driver had been more responsible. The grief and trauma that the mother is experiencing is unimaginable, and our hearts go out to her and her family. As the camera pans out, we see a group of people gathered around the distraught mother and her daughter's remains. The teenage boy holding the camera seems to be in shock, his hands trembling as he records the tragic scene unfolding before him. The crowd is visibly shaken, some covering their mouths in horror, others wiping away tears. The mother's grief is palpable, her cries echoing through the air. As the second woman approaches, she too is overcome with emotion, falling to her knees beside the mother and joining her in her lament. The two women hold the crushed body of the young girl, attempting to piece her back together as best they can, but it is a futile effort. The extent of her injuries is too severe, her body a gruesome sight that no one should have to witness. The agony and anguish on the faces of the women and the crowd around them is heart-wrenching. It is clear that this tragedy has affected everyone present deeply, and it is a stark reminder of the fragility of life. The young girl's death is a senseless and tragic loss, and it is difficult to comprehend the grief and pain her family must be feeling. The absence of any news articles or TV news reports about the accident in the video is quite puzzling. It is unclear why such a horrific and tragic incident would not have been reported in the media. However, the widespread circulation of the video on Gore sites suggests that the incident may have indeed occurred. This is not the first time that such incidents have gone unreported in India, especially in rural areas where access to the media is limited. Based on the footage captured in the video, it seems that the tragic incident took place on a quiet single-carriageway road. The road appears to be narrow, with only enough space for one vehicle to pass through at a time. As for how the young girl ended up on the road, it is unclear from the video alone. However, it is possible that she was playing near the road and did not realize the imminent danger of oncoming vehicles. The fact that she was hit by a truck suggests that the driver may have been speeding or not paying attention to the road. Unfortunately, we do not have much context about the incident, such as the time and location. It is difficult to determine the cause of the accident or the identity of the driver who fled the scene. Any information that can shed light on this tragedy would be greatly appreciated. If you have any further details about this case, please share them in the comments section. Thank you for watching and taking the time to learn about this devastating event. Stay tuned for more informative content in our upcoming videos.